Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's
From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The Niners had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Purdy now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Shotgun now with Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And you see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Again, he'll drop to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the number 1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Devontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of words in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to... And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now a throw on 1st first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to move back in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Samuel in motion. They go with McCaffrey. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
At their 48-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Prescott yet again. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll roll him out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Purdy. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
First down for Ayuk, quietly coming off a career year for the 49ers. Got over 1,000 yards on his final catch of the regular season. Did that and caught 8 touchdowns despite playing with 3 different quarterbacks over the course of the year.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Now Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The end result, 21 yards.
49ers. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 6 yards away. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Gallup in motion right. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 3rd pick of the ball game.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. An excellent play there there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's giving his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Final play of the half. Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Down the right sideline. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Pollard again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there. That's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spin him down at the 14-yard line. 83 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Debo going in motion left. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to